right into the live. So, I've been thinking about this. You keep hearing people very recently in the last few days, weeks, talking about beauty standards, beauty standards. And there's something about the use of this phrase that has disturbed me. Okay, so if you look it up, and I'm just paraphrasing, okay, from what I remember because I'm not open to that screen. It has the definition of standard as a quality or level of attainment. And then the second definition was, and I'm paraphrasing, an idea or thing used as a measure, norm, or model in comparative evaluations. So now it's not lost on me that this is coming from an account called Model Poetry, but just to hear me out. There's something about people saying, somebody saying, these are the beauty standards that we put out, or an organization or a person, saying this is the beauty standard. Because even the discussion of it kind of underlines the very problem. Because to call it a standard, it's not just you saying, okay, these are the images that you put out, this makeup company or this influencer or this. It's not just you put that out there and it's an image or aesthetic. I don't know why I don't love that term either. But it's not just saying that, but it's saying that it is a standard. So it just seems to suggest even more that it's something that you have to comply with. And I feel like it really suggests that even more. So when people talk about the idea that, these are quote unquote impossible beauty standards, or, this is the standard that we set up. To me, it just suggests even more that people are expected to follow. Like, it's not just, okay, this is one idea of what's beautiful, this is one discussion, but to use that word standard. And I'm not being critical of any person in particular or any organization, and I'm not even speaking so critically. I'm more just speaking philosophically and more just having a conversation. But it just seems like to say it's a standard, it almost seems like it's something that you're saying, if you don't, get in line with this, you're going to have a problem. To call it a standard. It's just interesting to me because it seems like it would be different if someone said, well, this was, even if the word model was used, this was the beauty model that was set forth. Someone could argue it's just the same thing, literally by the definition I gave you. I just feel that the connotations that go along with standard are stronger, because I didn't even go through, I just looked at the definition of 1 and 2. Of course, I had a general understanding of what it was, but just for the purpose of the discussion, I looked it up, and it had those, quality or level of attainment as number 1. And then standard, the definition for number 2 was, and I'm paraphrasing for both of these, an idea or thing used as a measure, norm, or model for comparative evaluations. So there's just something, but even the word standard, I think it's used in, I don't know if I can say carpentry or building or if it's just generally used for manufacturing where there's a standard. Oh, like in factories, before they begin the process of, the assembly line, they will have a standard that everybody keeps coming back and looking at to make sure that what they're producing on the assembly line conforms to that standard. And that, in a way, underlines my point, because if in a factory and creating something, you literally have inspectors going around to make sure that what's being created goes with the standard. So, and again, welcome to the live if you're just coming in. We asked the question, are you depressed? And we're going to delve into it in a couple of different ways. But the first way is looking at the word standard itself. And again, we had it as number one, the definition that I just looked at, just so that I could have a way of discussing it with you. Number one, a quality or level of attainment. And number two, an idea or a thing used as a measure, norm, or model in comparative evaluations. So the number two definition of a standard is a thing, an idea or a thing used as and I'm going to look into the chat and see who's here in a moment. I just want to get this idea out. So the number two definition of a standard is an idea or a thing used as a measure, norm, or model in comparative evaluations. So to me, somehow this word standard holds a stronger connotation because, like I said, if you are in a factory on an assembly line, they will literally have a standard. And when inspectors go around looking, if there's a deviation from that standard, I mean, you're in trouble. Everything has to stop and begin again. The whole point of having the standard is so that you know what you have to exactly conform to. So to me, it's just interesting that people have been talking about beauty standards and just using that term casually, because I think it's stronger than saying, oh, well, these are the images that we've been putting out, or, this is one idea of beauty that we've been putting out. But it's like, this is the thing that people have to conform to in order to what? To work? To work in a 9 to 5, to work as an influencer, to work if you're on television. Like, this is the thing you have to conform to. So I think that that's interesting. So let me go and see who's in the chat, and please give a like as you come in. Oh, Two Girls, One Cup is here. I'm so glad. Two Girls, One Cup. If you go to modelpoetry.com, you're on the site now. Let's see, Mia Sandifer. We was both in the furry stream. I don't know if you're talking to Two Girls, One Cup. I think you guys are having a conversation, but welcome. I'm so glad that Mia Sandifer and Two Girls, One Cup are here. Now, Romana Tissa is here, and I'm so glad. Let me see. So let me see who else is here. So Babe Ray's Roblox Yacht says, stop, please stop. Stop, bruh, no. So I'm not sure what that means, Babe Ray's Roblox Yacht, but I'm glad that you're here. So yeah, everybody give a like. Now, give a like if you want to help others, if you want other people to be able to get the live, it spreads things out. So I want to know what you guys think. Did you hear what I was saying about a standard? Two girls, one cup. What do you think about that? The way people are so casually using that phrase. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I wonder if that's two girls, one cup with the hearts. Very generous. So give a like as you come in. The likes are not reflecting how many people are in here, so please give a like as you come in. So what do you guys think? When you keep hearing the term beauty standard being discussed, did it disturb anybody else? Did it give anybody else pause? It just seems in a way that it makes it like something you have to conform to get along. So yeah, so guys, please give a like. So let me go on. And if you guys interject, thank you for the likes, you guys, thank you. And if you guys interject, I will read some of your comments. So yeah, we asked the question, are you depressed? So the first thing that I want to talk about today is not beauty standards, but really that phrase. And really the fact that people have been using that phrase so cavalierly. So Ramona Tisa says we should have a drink and expand more on the topic. Well, I am glad that everybody's here and you guys can have a virtual drink. You can have a virtual drink of water. You can have a virtual smoothie. You can have whatever you like and let it, be very comfortable and tell us what your thoughts are. Because I really think that many people do get depressed just around this idea, okay, of the fact that there should be a standard. And you have gorgeous people, all different looks, persuasions, but just because there's a girl, I think her name is Stephanie Lang. I think it might be Lange, but she did this brilliant video, which confirms something that I believed and thought about, but she did it so illustratively and extensively. And she just talked about the beauty standards that were in different decades, maybe even different centuries. I don't think it really touched on different places in the world because there are other places, for example, a high forehead. I think I've talked about this before. Was considered, I think it was in Mayan culture, and I'm sure there are other cultures as well, but I think it was pretty, I was going to use the word standard, but I think it was something that was pretty consistently, maybe over centuries. I'm not sure at all, but I just remember in our study, I think that was one of the things that they thought was beautiful was a very high forehead. Thank you guys for coming in. Please give a like as you come in. Please be generous with your likes. It really helps the live, helps other people get out the word, get other people listening. So you guys, are you depressed? So she was basically talking about the different beauty standards, I think in America and Europe, but these things have changed all over the world. I think in some other cultures, they've been more consistent. If they like a high forehead, if they like a long neck, you've seen some, I think maybe West and Central African cultures where they elongate the neck with different instruments. And that's something that's considered very beautiful. Of course, they love a long neck in American culture, but that was something really ingrained in the culture and still is in certain West and Central African countries and many other places around the world. But if you are in a situation where, and thank you guys for coming in, please give a like, please give a like. It costs you nothing. And when you do it, you're going to feel absolutely beautiful that you contributed to the live and you contributed to something that's positive. So please give a like as you come in. Thank you for all the loves. Can we hit that like? Okay, let's hit that like button on the count of 3. 1,
2, 3. Okay, everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So you guys, when we ask the question, are you depressed? Okay. Beauty standards, even the phrase itself. Is it something that we have to examine? Because a standard carries even more of a connotation of something that you have to conform to. So that is one thing that I want to say. Okay, let's go into the chat and see who's there. That one Daisy, hello. That one Daisy says, hello, Model Poetry. Hello, I'm so glad that you're here. That one Daisy, please give a like, that one Daisy. I'm so glad you came into the room. Thank you for the smiley face. If you go to modelpoetry.com, you are there on the website. We are growing and growing. That one Daisy, I want you to know that you're on the website. 2 Girls, 1 Cup. I want you to know that you're at modelpoetry.com as well. We have some profound writers and contributors. That one Daisy, thank you so much. That one Daisy says that she's already gone. And look, thank you so much. 2 Girls, 1 Cup. So you guys have especially wonderful ideas. So I'm glad that when people go to modelpoetry.com, they can link to you guys. So let's see what 2 Girls, 1 Cup says. 2 Girls, 1 Cup says, pretty isn't pretty enough anyway. A wise woman once said that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm one who believes that everyone, and I don't just mean this in that kind of, in that kind of dismissive way, that kind of vapid way, like, oh, everybody's beautiful. I really do think that. And I really do believe there's a part of people that know, regardless of what people say. I think people deep down know somewhere. It's like a God thing in them, like the God part of them, the piece of God in them. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like there's a God-given knowing that you're beautiful. And I think it's just something. Thank you for all the people in the room. Please hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Oh, you guys, let's do another hitting the like button on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hit the like button. Okay, yeah, but you guys, so I think there's a part of everyone, all of God's children, that deep down somewhere in there, they know that they're beautiful. So I really like that one Daisy. And I'm going to say what that one Daisy said, but 2 Girls, 1 Cup. I really like that you contributed those words, because some people feel like that, like nothing is ever enough. So that one Daisy says, your voice is really beautiful. Thank you so much, that one Daisy. I'm so glad that you're here. You add such a warmth when you come to the live. Oh, okay. Now, I don't know the pronunciation. I think I saw you on, where did I see you earlier today? Was it on Instagram? 100. Is it pronounced 100? Tell me phonetically how to say it, but 100 says hi, Model Poetry. 100. Okay, that's the correct pronunciation. Okay, 100. It was Twitter. Okay. I know it looks so familiar. Well, that's good. You're setting up a brand for yourself. So that's absolutely wonderful. I'm so glad that you're here, 100. Hello. 100, if you could hit the like button. It costs you nothing. Hit the like button, because it's so important that you guys are in the room, and we want to spread this out to other people. 100, you are so welcome here. You are so welcome. You are just thank you for the like. You are just a beautiful contribution. And, it's you guys are so powerful. 100, 2 Girls, 1 Cup, that one Daisy, Ramona Tisa, Mia Sandifer. You guys, I'm so glad that you're here. Even Bray's Roblox Gap, who hasn't exactly told us what he meant by stop, please. But you're all so welcome here. So, okay, so let's go back to this idea. Are you depressed? And we looked at this phrase, beauty standard. Beauty standard. Isn't even that phrase something that can make people feel diminished? Because it really suggests that there's something that you have to conform to. And whether you have short legs, long legs, whether you're yourself tall or short, dark hair, light hair, almond eyes, round eyes, whatever you are, there's such beauty. It's really more. Okay, so let's go to number 2. And then I'm going to go back into the chat and say, because you guys have some funny comments in here. So let's go to number 2. This is something that I've said before. When you are the people who have convinced you that certain things are beautiful to the exclusion of other things are in power in one way or another. And mostly they have the wealth to just go on different platforms, basically purchasing space to be able to put forth their ideas, have their ideas reverberate, blast their ideas out to everyone. So it's really important to remember that. If you had freckles, okay, and of course, freckles are beautiful. So if you had freckles, and you say, oh, I like my freckles. I want everybody to appreciate, freckles. And you've got $1 billion in the bank. Not a hard thing to do. You can put it on billboards. You can have it in television commercials. You can be an influencer, and the money that you have can have an impact on, the space that you're able to take up. And you just put it out there and dress it so beautifully. Oh, so beautifully, these freckles. You present it in such a way that everybody wants freckles. Look how you presented it. And even if you're in your private moments, you didn't like them, you could still convince everyone that freckles are the thing. Again, freckles are gorgeous. I'm just saying. So when you go about being depressed, because you don't look like this or that, you don't understand how much of that has to do with wealth. Because anybody, even if there's something that you really can't stand about yourself, if you have millions and millions of dollars, you can go out there and convince other people that that thing is so desirable. If you're married, you tell people this is the thing everybody needs to be. If you're single, you tell everybody, oh, this is the desire. If you have kids, if you don't have kids, if you travel, if you eat a lot, if you eat a little, if you like to have very full plates for dinner, if you like to just select a few things and very quietly eat that, whatever it is, you can dress it up gorgeously and have everybody desiring that. So it's very important to remember how beautiful you are. All right, so let's go back into the chat and let's see what you guys are saying. You're very, very vocal tonight. So that one, Daisy, is saying that she saw herself at modelpoetry.com. I'm so glad. If you guys are interested in being members too, you can go to modelpoetry.com, check out the celebrities that are there. One of the perks, I will tell you, one of the privileges of being a member of modelpoetry.com is you can also have private exchanges, private conversations, if there's encouragement that you need in a particular area. So if you guys want to sign up, it's a small fee there, but it is worth it. And then we also showcase your work to others. Okay, so let's get back into the chat. So 2 Girls 1 Cup says, yes, I had seen. So, okay. So 2 Girls 1 Cup also saw that she's at modelpoetry.com. Let's see. 100 says, hi, modelpoetry.com. And we got his name right with the pronunciation. And we know him from Twitter. Okay. Oh, okay. So 2 Girls 1 Cup. Let's see what she has to say. Two Girls, One Cup says there's beauty in almost everything. You just need to really open your eyes and see it. Wow, that is beautifully, absolutely beautifully put. Because yes, we need to start taking stock and not just the things that we see literally. Maybe there are other things in your life that are challenging, but if you look at them from another perspective, you'll see beauty in them. So thank you so much for that comment, Two Girls, One Cup. Very insightful. If you've just joined us, please give a like. Please give a like as you come into the room. Okay, let's see what that one Daisy said. That one Daisy said, sitting by myself, eating chocolate brownie and ice cream, watching the live is the dream. Oh, thank you so much, that one, Daisy. That's beautiful poetry. I'm so glad that you're in a poetic mindset tonight. That is so beautiful and so sweet. I wonder if you really are eating chocolate brownie and ice cream, or if that was for the purpose of poetry. But that is so beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Oh, Two Girls, One Cup says, love that. Love that one, Daisy. Oh my goodness, that one, Daisy, you're developing a fan base. Thank you so much, Two Girls, One Cup. Let's see. Okay, that one, Daisy says, almost everything is beautiful except saying you're not beautiful. Wow, that's insightful too. That is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so you guys, it is so important. It is so important that we really think when we ask the question, are you depressed, that we consider all these things. Let me backtrack for a second just so that everybody knows where we are. We started off the live. Of course, the question is, are you depressed? But we started talking about beauty standards. We started talking about the word standard itself. And I'm paraphrasing because I'm not open to that screen, but I looked up the definition, even though I knew generally what standard meant. I looked up the definition for the purposes of this conversation. And standard, let me see if I can remember number one, a quality, a level of quality or attainment. And the second definition was an idea or a thing used as a measure, norm, or model in comparative evaluation. So what I was saying is that when people talk about beauty standards, these days people are just using that phrase flippantly, and they heard other people say it, so everybody's saying it. But when you think of a standard, when we ask the question, are you depressed? No wonder so many people are depressed. Oh, I'm going to go and read what's in the chat in a moment. No wonder so many people are depressed, because to think that there's a standard of how we're all born differently. But to think that there's a standard, and I was telling you that in a factory, they literally have a standard. So let's say it's, let's say they're making a box of tissues. They literally will have a physical standard of what all the other boxes of tissue should look like. And if it's not strictly conformed to, they can't continue. The whole thing may have to either shut down, or they'll have to just do away with those things that don't exactly conform to the standard. So when we just casually say, oh, these are beauty standards, it's something we should look at. A beauty standard. Oh, so you have to conform to this. You have to conform to this. That's something that's concerning. Okay, so let's go back into the chat and see what's being said. So Two Girls, One Cup says, oh yeah, I'm not a girl. Oh, okay, I did not know that. Okay, so Two Girls, One Cup. Okay, so Two Girls, One Cup says, I'm not a girl. Okay, so now I know. Wonderful that I know that. And that one, Daisy says, model poetry, you're always helping other people and asking if they are depressed. Has anyone asked you, are you okay, model poetry? Oh, thank you so much for asking. And thank you for the hearts. I suspect that's that one Daisy with the hearts. But thank you so much for asking. We can all experience sadness sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I'm sad just like everybody else experiences sadness. And I'll tell you something interesting and a little personal. This question we've been asking about, thank you for the hearts, you guys, about are you depressed, has been one that started before it was really, we really put it on social media because we used to distribute flyers, as I've told this story before. And whenever we had that question, are you depressed? We would see people kind of snatch the flyers. I think it was either because the flyers were especially gone. They were the ones that we put out that said, are you depressed? Were the ones that people took. Or I think we may have seen people kind of snatch them and, quietly, secretively, they always snatched that flyer and wanted to, I guess, read it on their own time. So, but now that I've really started to delve into it, sometimes I have felt a little sad at times. And I don't know if it's because I really care so much about the community that I'm impacted by others people's sadness, which I have to be careful about. I don't know if that's part of what it is, but I notice that that my concern for others sometimes can bring on some sadness. So I know I have to be mindful of that because there was a philosopher, I don't know if it was Wayne Dyer, I don't know if he was the first to say it, but he said you can't, or if it was one of my teachers in addition that said you can't get sad enough. I think it was Wayne Dyer. You can't get sad enough to make anyone happy. You can't get poor enough to make anybody rich. So taking on that sadness is not really going to help anybody. I, like everyone else, I believe I have to pray to God for the upliftment that I want to share with others. But thank you so much for asking that one, Daisy. You're so sensitive and so sweet, and I'm so happy. Let me read this. That one, Daisy said, it's not just me doing the hearts. It's other people too. They love you too. Oh, thank you so much, that one, Daisy. You guys are so beautiful. I am so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that we have this community. And I'm going to start drawing the live to a close. So any last words you guys want to say, please let me know in the chat and I can share it. Otherwise, I want to thank you guys so much for coming. You can come to modelpoetry.com and see some of the beautiful members that we have there. If you want to sign up for membership, you just go down to the bottom of the page and you can sign up for personal membership. With that comes the privilege of private also discussions that are going to be available if you need to be uplifted, if you need coaching, that's something that we're going to have available as well. So you can go to modelpoetry.com and sign up for the personal membership. But I'm so glad that you guys are here. I can't tell you enough what your presence means. So before I wrap things up, I just want to again thank Bray Bray's Roblox Gap, because Bray Bray Roblox Gap was the first to make a comment today. And I don't know, who's like, did I ask? No, bruh, stop, please stop. I don't know, but I think I love, the humor of it. Two Girls, One Cup, so glad that you're here. Mia Sandifer, so glad that you came. Ramona Tisa, that one, Daisy, of course. 100, so glad that you're here. I think this is your first time coming for the live, 100. So glad, so glad. So thank you guys so much. You are so welcome. 100, you are so welcome here. We're developing more and more of a community. You see some of the leaders in our community, Two Girls, One Cup, that one, Daisy. And
I'm so glad for their being a part of the leadership that's here. 100, it is so great to have you here. So again, thank you guys for the live. Let us know if you have any questions. Leave a like as you go out. You can email us through the site if you have questions or if you want to know about membership. So a final goodbye. 100, thank you so much. Leave a like as you go, you guys. 100, thank you so much. That one, Daisy. 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Everybody that was here today. Romanatisa, Mia Sandefer, Bray Brays, Roblox Gyat. Thank you, everyone. I love you guys so, so much. I look so much for seeing you next time. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time.